So between 2018 and 2021, we estimate conservatively we lost approximately $25 million. And that's only in the fishing tournaments. I can't begin to think in terms of the number of families that would come to Paris Landing State Park and go fish, and they didn't. They selected somewhere else because the sport fishing was poor. And you have to consider the also danger of, you know, taking a boat out and having a 20, 30 pound carp hit you. So there's a safety aspect of it as well.
So invasive carp, in particular the silver carp, can certainly impact a recreational or a sport fishery. You know, there is the potential there that those fish compete with our native fish. There's the potential there that there will be negative impacts to our fisheries. Thankfully, we haven't seen a whole lot of direct evidence of that. There's a lot of things that impact a reservoir fishery, and that invasive carp, silver carp are just another one of those things. But they can definitely impact, you know, people's willingness to go out on the water. If people are out regularly, encountering these fish, jumping into the boat, landing on their gear, you know, they can get things all slimed up and gross, and people don't want to have to deal with them, and they can break things, and they can hurt people. So they're a pretty significant concern for a lot of people who want to go out and fish.
The worst thing they do, they occupy available water space that our game fish use. Pickwick, below Pickwick tail race, great places in our eddy waters to catch largemouth, smallmouth, even other species too. They come into those places and they just occupy so much available water space, they move these other fish out. And that was the case on the Mississippi River. We couldn't find our shad. They were gone, it seemed like. You couldn't find the skipjack, baits that we use for catfish. And we learned that occupying available water space, there's so many people that can live in a house. There's so many fish can occupy a section of water. And these things are doing it. They're the most detrimental thing that's ever happened to our fisheries. I would bet that every county in West Tennessee that's connected to a river system, they've filtrated those places.
There is some research that's been done out there on places where carp are really, really dense, more dense than they are around us, up like the Illinois River, places like that, where they've seen you know, carp make up the vast majority of the biomass of the amount of fish out there. Thankfully, we haven't seen that density here yet.
You know, trying to mitigate the issue with carp it's brutal, because you have this really a species that can go lock through dams, and they love traveling, they love covering water, they just breed constantly, it seems. It's almost like feral hogs. I mean, it's another issue like that. Nothing stops them. We have seen success fishing, you know, with netting and that sort of thing, but these fish can go anywhere. If your water connects to the water that has them in it, they can just keep on going. So that's the biggest challenge. Until we can stop them, we're only going to have limited success.